Hi, if you're new to the channel, or new to me, my name's Matthew Wilson. Spent 2 years converting this bus. It's a 2003 E450 series short bus. That when I was building it, my whole goal was to, when I started in 2021 slash 2022, was to keep the price of everything below the price of a used vehicle during COVID. And I actually managed to do that. It's under 30 grand. Not a small number, but whatever. It's more like 28, 29, something like that. The miscounted thing's probably a little over 30, but I'm finally gonna give a tour. So we're gonna start with the outside of the bus. I painted it my favorite color, blue. The top is, when I bought it, was already coated in that like Topper coat, Henry's Topper coat. And then as far as the outside, I just painted it, and then I put a bunch of holes in it. So this is a hot water heater. Got a outdoor shower, my water fill up, an Ogo toilet vent back there, and that little plastic covering, waterproof covering, is for to keep kind of, I don't know, anything out from that little giant opening where the air conditioning unit was. On the back here, I got my dirt bike on the back, because where we're staying right now, we're in the Shenandoah. Well, we're just south of the Shenandoah. We're staying in the George Washington National Forest, and it is beautiful. Campsites are free, and they're incredible like this one. And there's a lot of adventure trails just so that are perfect for the dirt bike to get around, my girlfriend and I. And so we kind of get around that way to all the camp spots, or I'm sorry, the hiking spots, and check out everything. I got a little backup camera, and then on this side I got a 120 volt plug-in, and then I have some rock climbing pegs to get up onto the roof. I built this roof out of aluminum. It's all custom built. On the top I have 600 watts of solar, all Renogy system, which I'm not too big of a fan of, if I'm being honest. I think I would have gone with Victron if I were to do it again. But I went with a queen size bed in the back here for the purpose of having a big garage. I wanted a big garage to store everything I need. I got everything in the back there for, if something goes wrong, I can probably fix it. So it's kind of the whole goal with big garage there. And then also it serves as Maggie's domain as well. My dog, she's a blind dog. Right now she smells like poop because she decided to roll in some turds to mask her scent like she's hunting. So we're dealing with that. We're gonna stick her in the creek and wash her there. I have 50 gallons of water, 500 amp hours of battery, a 2000 watt inverter and charger, a distribution box. I used a Victron bus bar. It's the Lynx distributor. Huge fan of that. Let you know all the system health, what's running well, whatnot. As far as the database, like trying to record everything, I don't have the greatest equipment for that. The Bluetooth app is what I plan to use from Renogy, which is total junk. Hardly ever works. And I have these little Bluetooth adapters that comes into my solar MPPT charger. So it's a 60 amp MPPT charger, a 60 amp DC to DC charge controller, and that pretty much sums up that. I put a little lights back here for the garage. I have Seaflow water pump and tank pressure accumulator. I think I said a 50 gallon freshwater tank back there, and then plumbed right into the outdoor shower. Pretty much sums it up back there. And then close this up. For the door, I've seen a lot of people do different things, like they'll keep the bus doors because they like the bus look. I didn't really like it. Kind of looked, mine didn't function correctly because it was already had some parts removed from it to work properly. So I ended up putting it in a kind of a swing door. All I did was cut the top, cut the bottom with a circle, a blade, and then I put a C-channel steel piece in here, just spray painted across the top, the middle, and the bottom there. And then I plan to put a hydraulic thing on there eventually, but for right now I just got bungee cords that hold it open, and it works just fine. But if you guys want to come on inside, show you from there. Pretty nice. So right in here, I did all vinyl life-proof flooring. Big shout out to A Bus Life Story. He's the guy that kind of put me on that stuff. I used it in the past in a boat, and it worked really, really well. It's waterproof. It holds the water molecules so they don't seep down into your subfloor, which causes a lot more issues. All of the woodwork in here, I did myself, which, I'm no carpenter, but I made ends meet, I guess. I really like the ceilings. I wanted to match my horizontals, you know, the color palette to my all my horizontals to match, and as much as my verticals as I could, but I wanted blue bottoms and white tops, so I kind of went with that idea. There'll be a little epoxy work here for this Lagoon mount table. This is not a Lagoon because they don't sell the steel, the black one, which I really liked. But as far as the systems in here, slide that out of our way. We have a, man, what is that called?
Dometic?
No, it's an Iceco. Thank you. Iceco. I think it's like a 60 quart, something like that, fridge. So I got a fridge side and a freezer side, and that has been working flawlessly. I've really knocked on some wood there. I really was a big fan of that. I cut out a little hole there for monitoring all that. And then on this side, we have a diesel heater that's serving as mainly shoe storage right now because the diesel heater does not work. Having fuel pump issues and whatnot, so getting that sorted out. But I have my Renogy inverter button here to turn that on and off. I have my 120 volt distribution, and Renogy has an M1 like command thing, so I might install there eventually. But I went with the butcher block on top of here, as well as the countertops. This is my favorite build of the entire thing. Is a massive pantry that slides the whole way out. I think one of the coolest things that I could have done when designing this thing is that I made things stop where they're supposed to, so this doesn't run into there. It extends the whole way out, and it holds all the weight that I needed to on that single drawer slide, which locks. And then I have these guys that slide all the way out, don't hit anything, and I was like, fuck yeah, or heck yeah, because that's nice when that happens. Same with down here. This is a deep storage set, so little cooktop. I don't have anything like a propane cooktop because I kind of wanted to keep the counter space clear of a cooktop, and so got a little Keurig here, and then below here is that water heater. So I got some dog food storage there as well. But my Fugatti hot water heater, instant hot water heater, which works pretty good when it works. We ran out of propane today, and we suppose that's what happened to turn it off. Up under here, we have some cool things. So these are all magnetic, so you flick them out, they're like that, so they stay shut while you're driving. I have a 5-gallon jug, essentially, with a straw ran through it, right up to this guy, which is my potable water. So you just kind of double tap that guy, and you get your potable water. Close that up, and then you have a propane tank there for the hot water heater, and then and they close right up nicely. I have this awesome sink that I was really happy with from Amazon, that basically came with a cutting board, came with a drying rack, and came with a dish rack down at the bottom. And I had bought this guy before, and I really liked it, so I went ahead and bought it again for this project. I used it in that boat. Eventually we're going to be putting some shelves up here to add some storage. And right now we have these little black buttons, which are blinds, which my awesome girlfriend made for me, and they work amazing. You can see this side. We're going to put some leather straps in here eventually. We got a leather belt we're going to cut up so that they hold up themselves without these little tie rods. What else? Like I said, the queen size bed in the back. I custom built these big cabinets here for all of our clothes storage, which, you know, my girlfriend's a big packer, so we actually were able to pack down to fitting in there. We didn't really have to pack down though. It's a lot of storage. And all my stuff's on this side, and all of her stuff is on this side. Back in the back there, we have a little cubby cut out with a 120 volt and then a 12 volt side as well for charging phones and whatever else you want to run. It also serves as a great little cubby hole for storing things that are necessary around bed. As weird as that sounds. Back behind this thing, we made a little Elijah Craig bottle because we didn't really have much of a lamp. Once you turn this guy off, you lose your lights, and you're like, I don't have accessory lighting wired up yet. I'm going to. That's what this whole panel here is for. Only 2 of them work. That's my my water pump, and then that's my lights. So we made this little guy as a lamp here on the road, pretty much. Back behind here, we have a lot of storage though, and it drops down. I think it's like about 18 inches deep. It's pretty good, but it's only, you know, 8 inches wide. So it serves great for like electronics and whatever else you can kind of put back there. I mean, it really is a handy little spot to stow away some things. Moving towards the front of the bus to go do a little U-turn. Got the shower curtain here, and right inside here we have a full shower, which I know a lot of people talk about shower pans in a bus because it can kind of get confusing. But what I went with was I come from working on boats and building boats in high school at a tech school. So I thought that it was the best way to go was to glass my own shower floor, which for me has worked out really well. And we've been on some bumpy roads and I haven't seen any cracking yet. When I get home, I am going to come around all these sides with 5100 to seal them up really, really well. And then, got somebody else coming around. Truck coming by. But like I said, so full function shower. I won't really show you because I'm going to clean it up, but it does work. It's pretty sweet. It's hot water, so we took a long hot shower yesterday because we had access to water from the campsite, and we were like, hey. This is an Ogo composting head, and you'd be really surprised. It doesn't stink at all. You take a number 2 on that side, and you take a number 1 on that side, and it's pretty sweet. We also have this light up here. I forgot to mention. That's a Max Air fan. The little dome thing, I think, but you can push it up to exhaust whatever, steam in there or the water and moisture in there, and close it up as you need. But I like to keep it closed. The Ogo composting head, we have a 12-volt waterproof connection there as well, and the hose comes right off, so you can pull your entire shower or your Ogo toilet out and take a shower with plenty of room. So this is a giant curtain. I'll show you how this thing works really quick. This is a clothesline that I bought from Amazon and has a lock. And so all you do is you take this thing across and you reach way over to this side. And this is a big curtain that we bought off of Amazon that actually does a great job of insulating the bus from the front and these doors. So you put that out, you bring your clothesline up a little bit, you lock your clothesline right there, and then you crank it down. Oh shit. Well, that's not funny.
It'll go back in.
We'll fix that.
It'll bluff.
That'll bluff. Yeah, wait, hold on. There's that bad boy going there. Yep, there it goes. Alright. We'll continue cranking. Yeah, so then you now have this nice shower, this nice curtain closes off the front section from the back to, give yourself some privacy from the front. And then with the blinds, it's completely, enclosed. You don't have to worry about, peeping toms or nothing. So, but when we're done with it, kind of stow it away right here. Pop that lock, and then pull your piece right here, and then let it roll back in. And then I made this little jimmy here, which is a little aluminum that I carved out some pieces of right there to better work. And then lock it again, crank it down. Oh, she popped out. There it goes. And your shower curtain stowed. Not shower curtain, your privacy curtain. Your peeping Tom curtain. We got another big cabinet. Yeah, that's the word. Cabinet up there. That is awesome for putting your whatever in. It doesn't open, surprisingly. There's a magnet on it, but so it was supposed to work like that, but never really had an issue with it, so it just stays shut. And it's also really easy to open. So this little front cubby here, we've got some artwork we're trying to eventually put up. Some of this and some of these, some fish. I like fish. And then we also have some mood lighting, these little dangle lights, make it serve as another lamp. For a stereo, because the bus doesn't have one, we rock a big old monster roller rocker, and it does the job because that 7.3 is pretty loud. I also wanted to get into the 7.3 power stroke that I have in this thing. I was specifically looking for a 7.3 power stroke when I was looking for a bus because I want to be able to tow a lot of weight, and the 7.3 is a notorious engine for being an absolute dog and be able to tow pretty good. So that's the reason why I bought that. This bus in particular. They're also very easy. I say easy. They're expensive to convert. They're about 20 grand. Sorry, I just grabbed my nuts like that. They're about 20 grand to convert to full 4x4, so I've had my considerations on that one. I might just lift it, we'll see, just to get over some of these tough rocks that we go over. The 7.3's been getting us back here really well, and the E450's been doing great, so the bus itself has been doing great. I think that about sums it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Feel free to like give a like or whatever, and do the thing and follow along. We're gonna be posting some fun stuff. I rode my drone around here a couple times, and so we'll be seeing some cool videos and whatnot of the Shenandoah. We'll try to share some of the spots we stay at, even though we try to keep it closed, but we'll share a couple of them. The ones that we are not totally obsessed with and want to keep. This might be one of the ones we can keep because this one's badass. But yeah, let's take you outside real quick for goodbye. Show you guys our sweet camp spot here. We got a fire that we are not tending, and so it's starting to go out. But it's not too bad. We'll get it back up and going in a second. Right alongside this creek bed. So not much you can complain about when you have a creek right there. Take your early morning dips, that cold water plunge, drop in there, warm up by the fire. I mean, shit, it's gonna be nice. I don't know, I'm excited. Thank you guys for checking this out. Goodbye.